following the addresses given by these companies, Srijaya Finance, Jazz Cinemas.
But there is no company here.
Hello and welcome. You're watching a special live broadcast of Truth versus Hype on the day of a continuing and unfolding drama in Tamil Nadu between O. Paneerselvam and Sasikala. Now, it's striking that while Sasikala even now continues to retain most of the MLAs, his rise has triggered a considerable degree of unease, even outright anger. Now, when we were there and asking these questions, why are people so suspicious of her? Why are they so doubtful about her intentions? You keep hearing this answer again and again about the Sasikala family operating almost like some kind of mafia.
This is the truth.
Okay.
The truth prevails here.
Right.
And these are the supporters of Amma.
Right.
The true supporters of Amma who don't want the Manargudi mafia to take over Tamil Nadu.
After Amma, OPS can only ensure the safety and security of scheduled caste people in Tamil Nadu. Sasikala cannot do that.
She's got wrongly elected. Even the bylaw states that all the party cadres have to select.
Right.
That itself is totally bypassed.
She did not look after her. She kept everybody else away from her. Right from day one, she was the villain in the entire game.
O. Paneerselvam.
O. Paneerselvam. Okay. Why?
Sasikala no.
No,
Sasikala no. Sasikala no.
Now, these are sometimes vague, generalized allegations made about a mafia, often without hard proof, and that doesn't quite bear muster. But what is verifiable, though, is the complex web of business interests of a family which persist despite her conviction in that disproportionate assets case, and despite her now staking claim to be a chief minister. Now, even when we looked at this, even when we tried to examine this last week or earlier this week, we found she was a private citizen. These interests were a matter of concern since she was a de facto aide to a chief minister and operated out of the chief minister's residence. But now, when Sasikala herself is the high contender for public office, they raise even more serious questions of conflict of interest as well as of links to dubious entities.
Jazz Cinemas Private Limited, which belongs to Sasikala.
VK Sasikala owns close to 41 lakh shares. We had reported this at some length earlier in this week about how Sasikala herself is directly the owner of a multiplex in Chennai and of a prominent distillery that supplies to the state-run liquor corporation, as well as ties to companies that have links to the corruption case.
Now, this is the voice of
At that time, the then AIA-DMK spokesperson, now with the OPS camp, had said, yes, she is tied to these companies, but she is still not yet chief minister.
I think in terms of these four firms where you have seen the investment from Chinnamma, I think nothing is unknown to people. Okay, so you might have taken a ROC report as of yesterday or as of today, but the fact is, as of now, she is not yet the chief minister of Tamil Nadu. And there are these firms, all of which, as you rightly said, have been presented as part of the DA case. I'm sure when she does become the chief minister, all these investments will move away from her.
So that was earlier this week. But now, as part of our ongoing probe into those Sasikala companies, we came across an even more troubling link, which suggests that even if she were to resign, her family continues to have ties with companies and businesses that have great dependence on government discretion and which have a dubious track record. Documents unearthed by NDTV find that Sasikala's nephew-in-law, V.S. Shivkumar, is partner with a businessman called Vaikuntarajan, whose company VV Minerals is one of the biggest players in Tamil Nadu's highly lucrative beach sand mining business. This company, a World Rock as it's called, was registered in 2002 and has no business dealings to speak of, just 1 lakh in paid up capital. Despite this, they have a link, the family has a link to this particular company. Now, why is this association problematic is worth looking at.
The beach sand mining in Tamil Nadu caters to 85% of the total beach sand mining in India. That makes it a 76,000 crore industry. Out of that, 3/4 is taken care of by VV Mineral, a company owned by Mr. Vaikuntarajan. In August 2013, a committee led by the District Collector of Tuticorin, Ashish Kumar, raided VV Minerals. In the report, they stated that VV Minerals was involved in high-level, large-scale illegal mining. But after that, Mr. Kumar received his transfer order 6 hours later. These allegations were later probed by a senior IS official who in his report made sure that mining got banned in 5 districts of Tamil Nadu. These 5 districts were major centers of business for VV Mineral. In the latest investigation done by the district committee of Tirunelveli, they have found out that even after this ban was issued by the then CM Jayalalitha in 2013, in the next 2 years, VV Mineral was involved in around 9.65 lakh ton of transportation of heavy minerals across the state.
Now, despite having this kind of a track record, the Sasikala family, as we found, has a direct business link to a mining company with VV Minerals. So, 2, in fact, not 1, but 2 nephews-in-law of Sasikala are partners in this particular company called A World Rock. Now, Sandhya Ravishankar, a Chennai-based journalist, has also reported in great detail on Tamil Nadu's sand mining businesses and particularly on Mr. Vaikuntharajan and his political ties. Let's listen.
This is somebody who is politically well connected. He has been a director of JRTV, which of course, as we know, belongs to Sasikala, which is run by Sasikala. He was known to be close to Jayalalitha once upon a time. He was one of the directors of Midas Breweries, and of course, after a point, he definitely fell out with Jayalalitha. We are not very sure about exactly when, but sometime between 2010 and 2013 is when the fallout happened, and this sort of pushed Jayalalitha to go against Vaikuntharajan, do a crackdown, and in fact ensure that all his mining activities were stopped, because that was the major fund that Vaikuntharajan had. That's his main business. So that ban is still in force, and Vaikuntharajan is a person who is desperate at the moment, because there's a PIL in court right now, and the state government, the district administrations, all of these are sort of closing down around him.
Right. Now, Vaikuntharajan and the Sasikala family, as Sandhya mentioned, have had business ties in the past as well. In fact, from 2003 to 2009, he owned 30% stake in Midas Distilleries, the Sasikala family-run company, and one of the biggest alcohol suppliers to TASMAC, which is the state-run liquor distribution company. But in 2012, he sold that stake to the Sasikala family. But as we found in our investigation, those ties continue through at least this one company, One World Rock, that we've unearthed. Now, when we started to dig a little bit more about this company, A World Rock, we found that it was part of a web of companies with the same directors, V.S. Shivakumar and Karthikeyan Kalai Perumal, Sasikala's both husbands of nieces of Sasikala, and all registered at the same address in Chennai. Now, this is the same address also where Sasikala's Jazz Cinemas, a company she owns, is also registered. But when we went to the address, though, this is the result.
We have come to the T Nagar, Chennai address of a Rock Private Limited company. This is also the address given for 13 other companies, all of which have directors as Shiv Kumar and Karthikeyan, who are relatives of Sasikala. We are told that this is a residential complex, and the house number that's given on the address has been locked for months. There's somebody who comes, gives the rent every month and then leaves. There is nobody who actually functions in these offices. Apparently, this is also the office for Sri Jaya Finance Limited and Jazz Cinemas. There are these companies registered, and the address given is this, 19 and 20 by 12.
No, address is this.
Yes.
But there is no company here.
But you are coming from where? We are from NDTV. We just want to, we are following the addresses given by these companies, Sri Jaya Finance, Jazz Cinemas, and all of these have given the same address.
No one is there.
I'm secretary for the building.
You're secretary. So can I just have a quick word from you, because no, I just want to know, because we have been given these addresses. So just want to know, like, does any company operate on these addresses?
No, I think there's no company there.
So apparently Sri Jaya
But there's no
Finance.
lock and key. It is only lock
Madam,
and key.
it's just a flat,
Yeah.
open flat, nothing is in that.
Can we just go have a look just from outside at the flat?
But this is only a residential building.
Who's the owner of this flat? Can I have a word with them on phone or anything? Like,
That's what we are telling you. They are not here anymore.
Not here.
But there would be some phone number that the apartment would have, no?
The maintenance and goes off. Someone will come to payment. No one comes in that flat.
No one ever comes.
No
one
seen
lives in
anybody's
those
coming.
flats. Who makes the payment?
Someone
of the
from the
flat?
office or something, I don't know who will come. They pay to the secretary and watchman and boss.
Okay,
We
and
are also not seen.
they've taken it on rent. They've taken this house on rent.
I don't know, rent or owner, who is the occupant, we do not know.